Let's talk about this Instagram model by name Safina Diamond, who allegedly killed her Canadian ex-boyfriend by brutally stabbing him on his face and torso multiple times. After the death of this guy, then she dumped him downstairs her apartment near the guy's car before she finally called a police friend, saying that it was a self-defense. And when her police friend came, she wasn't there, but the body of this guy was lying down, near his car. And the guy knew that, the police friend knew that this has gone beyond imagination. It has gone beyond anticipated. So, but the truth is that initially, when this matter, went viral, it wasn't adding up. But later, it started to make sense. Exactly what happened, I want transpired between Safina Diamond, the Instagram model, and her Canadian ex-boyfriend. Yes, but come to talk of it, is this a premeditated action or was she really defending herself from being raped by her ex-boyfriend? Anyways, Safina Diamond, as it was said, has dated this guy in the past and they later both moved on. The guy in question is already married with kids and lives in Canada. He doesn't live in Ghana, but come time to time. And it was said on that particular day that he was, chilling with his family as usual when he comes back to his country, Ghana. And then his phone started ringing. It was buzzing and buzzing and buzzing continuously. And by the time he will pick the caller, it was Safina Diamond, his ex-girlfriend, according to the close friends now explaining that then they later scheduled for an appointment to meet somewhere. So the guy himself, the Canadian boyfriend, later dropped his family off home and then went to see Safina Diamond in her own apartment. And from there, no one knows exactly what happened and nobody knows what happened. But it was also said that Safina wasn't alone. She has an accomplice called Michael, who later, you know, ran away and is here to be found. So after the death of this guy, they kept his body in the apartment for 24 hours. Perhaps they were trying to figure out what to do with the body or who to call before cleaning up the blood and dragging his body down Safina's house. And Safina herself ran away, but she was later caught and she argued her case that the guy wanted to rape her and she was trying to defend herself. At this juncture, no one knows exactly what is the truth. And some are even blaming the guy for the fact that he had dated this girl before and moved on and even got married. What is he doing again with an ex-girlfriend, even to the extent of going to her house? And he comes home time to time as he lives in Canada and is always with his family. So he should have maintained that his family life would instead of moving from family back to an ex-girlfriend. And then some are even imagining, then what is the motive of being murdered? Why must Safina murder this guy? Some are even saying perhaps she's paid for the fact that this guy dated her and dumped her and move on to marry another lady, because it was said that the guy's money was not stolen. None of his belongings was stolen. Even his phone, mobile phone, his money, everything was intact by the time the police, make their searchings. But on the other hand, if she was really alone, if she did this alone, I don't think she could overpower such a guy, by stabbing him multiple times. Because it was said that this guy was brutally stabbed. So some people are saying that Safina couldn't do this alone. Perhaps she's holding a grudge against this guy, after dating her, dumping her, because this guy's money wasn't taken, and for keeping him in the house for 24 hours before dragging his body down. They don't really understand the aim. So this guy's car wasn't stolen, his money, everything was intact. So what is the essence? Why, for what reason must he be killed? Anyways, the matter is still with the police, and we just keep our fingers across to know what next. Meanwhile, Safina is with still the authority, while her accomplice Michael is at large. But from the way it was described, it was said that this guy was brutally murdered several places. So if it was really, in self-defense, one stab or twice is enough to weaken this guy. But when he's been stabbed all over, well, only Safina herself could explain better. Mr. Frank Kofi was brutally stabbed as it was being explained. It was said that he was stabbed all over places, like mutilated, severely mutilated. So I don't think this lady did it alone. She must have an accomplice, or was Frank drugged, or was something. Was he something dropped in his drink for him to sleep, and then she overpowered him this way? Only she herself can explain. Anyway, Mr. Frank Kofi is already dead, and I hope the 25 years old model, receive